I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I get up when I'm bleeding, barely breathing. I'll never back down.
This is the collision of common sense and comedy. This is Defenders Live.
Thought I was 6 feet under. But now it's your turn to face.
Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, we need to take this show on the road.
Even before we start the show, it's already happening.
It's one might call chaotic and yet beautiful all at the same time.
It is wonderful.
I'm telling you, we need to read I don't know. We need to read Mother Goose or something in different voices. And
I think
throw that up on
that should be that should just be a thing. We once a week we do like a reading.
Yeah, and have that as
Defender's Corner.
And then just throw it out to everybody who's a defender too.
And now it's time for Defender's Reading Corner. This week.
I'll take it.
This week it's Christopher Walken. So good.
I'm trying to think. I can already hear the music and stuff. Just a quick little thing, little editing.
Yep. Just a little bit.
Once a week, we might do that.
I think
throw that out to everybody who's a defender.
Let us know if you want that, because we literally just threw that out there. That might be something that we can do. You know,
anything to
liven up the mood. You know,
get people in.
Right,
suckers. Oh. So, former governor of California, movie actor Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I was about to ask which one, but okay.
Yeah. He went on a rant against Americans who refused to wear masks after another spike in the coronavirus infection. Schwarzenegger made the comments while being interviewed by CNN's Biana Golddigger.
Gold Digger.
There's another way.
It's Biana Gold Digger.
Sure. We'll go with that.
Yeah.
Quote, there's still people that live in denial. There's still people that don't believe in masks.
Can't do the voice, so I'm not going to ask you to. But I mean, you got. Damn
it! Because now I want to now. Because there's people who live in denial.
It's so bad.
I know.
No.
It's cringeworthy. That's what makes it good. God. They're not wearing the mask. They got to get to the chopper. They got to get out. I feel like I should be doing it now, bro.
Yeah, do it all. Do it all like that.
There's people who live in denial. They live in the simple people. They believe in masks. Sorry.
Yeah.
There's still people out there have to do social distancing and all that kind of stuff. That, according to the 74-year-old movie actor, governor, immigrant.
Just because it can kill you doesn't mean it can affect us, okay?
Well, I mean, if that is truly the case, then why haven't we been masking and social distancing when it came to AIDS or Ebola or hepatitis B
or any of the things,
any other tuberculosis, insert viral disease here.
Sir,
he went on to say that people should put their trust in experts.
No, I can't, because
like
they
Dr.
keep on lying.
Anthony Fauci.
That guy is not an expert on anything except for his own ass.
Because they studied the issue for so long.
The only thing that man has studied for a long time is literally the back of his palm.
Here's my thing on this: is how can you say that they've been studying the issue for so long? I thought they said it was new. I thought this just happened. It's
exciting and new.
We've never seen this before, even though people were finding it that it is apparently a variant.
It's fresh.
Yeah, because it was on a Lysol bottle forever as one of the things it takes out and kills.
So exciting and new.
He also criticized what he called misinformation about the pandemic.
Oh,
quote,
what misinformation?
But I think people should know there's a virus here.
Okay.
I feel like we need to have Captain Obvious in the background. Just play it. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Continue on.
Hey. You know there's a virus here.
Hey, do you want to know some more groundbreaking.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
You want to know about more misinformation?
Sure, yeah, go
It's
ahead.
out
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
There's
Yeah,
been
go-
it's
Go
everything
ahead.
else has been
Yeah.
misinformation.
Everything else.
This,
This is the truth, right
the
here.
record's straight. Do you
This
know
is
what
gonna
else?
Be, truth setting.
The record is also being straight now. It kills people.
Who?
Old people. He didn't say that.
Mainly.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
And those with compromised immune systems.
Yeah, mainly.
Continuing on. And the only way we prevent it is to get vaccinated.
No, it's not the only way.
Because most of the people getting vaccinated are actually getting sick too.
Yeah.
He says to wear masks.
Okay.
No, because
Doesn't
it's a
work.
virus and it's smaller than the filters that a
Right.
mask does.
Yeah.
We've had that
We
conversation
talked about this.
last year.
Yeah. When it happened.
To do social distancing, which is easy coming from a 74-year-old man
Who
is wealthy.
lives in a mansion.
Yeah, who's wealthy beyond any of us.
Whose closest relative is literally a donkey that he lets in his house.
Yeah, well, if you can let a donkey live near you, Corona's the last thing you need to be worried about. Washing your hands all the time. Well, I wouldn't say all the time, but
Well,
definitely at least after you use the restroom or things like that. Like that's
sure,
what you,
but at the same point in time, like there are people that don't,
but yeah, and it's
and they're not sick.
and that doesn't. I know.
That's not what. Okay, you touch your own junk, and then you don't wash your hands. That's not going to give you coronavirus.
No,
That's not how the coronavirus spreads.
No, you can get pink eye doing that.
Yeah, you can.
Careful.
And it's close.
But that's the one thing. I'm more scared of pink eye than I am of coronavirus.
Yeah, because it's more common to get from stupidity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Continuing on, he says, washing your hands all the time, and not just to think about, well, my freedom is being disturbed.
Disturbed here.
Yeah, disturbed here. Sorry, for some stupid reason I was reading it wrong. Being disturbed here, he mocked.
Yeah. Continuing with.
Continuing on, quote, no, screw your freedom, end quote.
No.
No, screw your freedom.
Yeah, that's probably closer along those lines.
I got to get to the chopper. No, you got to get out. There's a virus. It's going to kill everybody. No.
Continuing on, because with freedoms comes obligation and responsibilities.
Okay.
You cannot just say, I have the right to X, Y, and Z when it affects other people. End quote.
But what is X, Y, and Z? And does it actually affect other people? Or is that just your perception of X, Y, and Z?
Or is that the BS that you've been being told?
Because it's most likely the BS that you're being told,
Yeah.
Mr. Governator.
Yeah, he continues on. Yeah, you have the freedom to not wear a mask. But you know something? You're a schmuck for not wearing a mask because you're supposed to protect the fellow members around you. End quote. Hold on. Hold on.
Wait. I thought wearing a mask was to protect you from other people.
No. Apparently it's protecting you from other people. It's weird how that comes out that way.
Yeah.
If you have the freedom to not wear it, then why are you turning around and trying to say this?
It has to be done.
You're supposed to protect fellow members around you? Really?
Yep.
So here's what I'm going to throw out there then. I want to propose this, Mr. Governator.
Okay.
Or ex-Governator.
Ex-Governator.
Guy who... Yeah, never mind. I'm not even going into his personal life.
Guy who smokes cigars with donkeys.
I'm not even going that far. I was going to... No.
I'm just saying. It's kind of weird.
So then that means from now on, you are going to openly and unabashedly criticize every single human being that in the middle of a situation where someone is being attacked, no matter the reason, if they're filming it and not trying to intervene, you're going to say something, right?
Right?
I mean, I'm just saying.
I would.
That's...
I would say in that situation, I would say something. Be like, well, one, I would do something first.
Well, of course, but
if I was there, I'd be doing something.
The point is you can't sit here and say that it's my responsibility to protect every single person around me. I have enough trying to protect myself from my stuff, and I'm doing a piss poor job of it.
Right.
Okay? So it's not my job to take care of you. Now, do I know I have something? Do I sit here and if I know I have something and knowingly get around you, then that's different. Then I'm a douche, and then you have a right to call me every name under the book.
Sure, yeah.
But I'm not going to sit and live in fear of the possibility that I could possibly think about,
One day dying.
Well,
Or getting sick from something.
Getting sick from something.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like This is and what's worse is like this is the guy, speaking of like living in total fear and as a hermit and in denial and all this other jazz. This is the guy who through the 80s and the 90s was like the man's man.
Yeah, the guy that was literally killing everybody.
Literally Mr. Universe.
Actually,
and now he's the biggest, whiniest pansy around. Well, I'm afraid of getting sick. Now, I understand he's 74 years
You're
old.
74 years old. I can get you being afraid of being sick, but you can't dictate that everybody else has to do something because you are afraid of being sick.
Yeah, I there's a difference between protecting somebody and respecting somebody. Okay? If I knowingly have a disease, I'm not going to be around you because I'm trying to protect you. If I don't know I have it,
Or
if I don't have it, and
I don't have it at all,
and you're afraid of it,
and
I don't have to respect you in that.
Yeah,
if you want to be a douche, I'm not going to be around you.
yeah,
But I'm just
your
saying.
fear of it doesn't mean I have to put a face mask on.
Yeah,
I don't have the virus.
yeah.
You know?
It's just
It's like, okay, so I was listening to the radio on
course.
the way home
okay.
because, what else are you going to do
Drive.
other than while you're driving?
Oh
You know, you're not going to be playing on your phone or anything. You're going to be listening to radio because,
no, you're right. You don't want to be on.
don't want to be on your phone while you're driving. That's not a smart idea. You shouldn't be doing that. Anyway, so I'm listening to the radio, and this lady comes on, and she's, it's one of the talk shows or whatever, and she's like, she says, I am on my third trimester. I got the coronavirus back in November.
Okay.
And I still have the antibodies in my system. Not only do I have the antibodies in my system, but I've been tested and the antibodies are actually getting stronger and they're being produced in a way because I'm in the third trimester that the baby's starting to get the antibodies pumped into its body too. My doctor is still trying to push the fact that they say that I need to have the COVID vaccine. Help me.
Find another doctor.
Right. That would have been my thing.
That's
Find
it.
another doctor.
I mean,
that's it.
Find another doctor. I get it. You've been in this one for a while, but find another doctor.
Very well done.
I like
Bunch of
how
dictators
those
on a ship.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Yeah. That's what it is. Dictators.
Yeah. Yeah. Deep fried.
But yeah, it's just the idea that there's still this huge prevalence for you got to get the shot, you got to get stabbed, you got to get the jab, you got to do whatever. All of this crap. Why?
You don't.
Why? This woman had tests proving that she is now immune to the disease, to the virus. It's not a disease. It's a virus. She's now immune to the virus.
Which means she should not get it ever again. Unless
the antibodies slowly deteriorate over time, which they supposedly do.
Yeah, but I'm saying, unless there's some a legitimate crazy variant.
A legitimate actual variant that's like, oh, it has nothing to do with this, but it started from it originally.
Yeah, not just everybody's getting sick.
Yeah, not everybody was kung fu fighting. No, we're not. No, not there. No. This woman cannot get sick from the virus, and more than likely, her kid will be born with the ability to not get sick from this virus. And they still want to push the COVID-19 vaccine on her. They still want to push the vaccine on her.
Yeah, it's just
it's like, what's wrong with you?
I don't do well when people try to force me to do something. Here's one thing. It's one thing to kind of be within the realm of law and actually have respect for other people and be wanting to take care and help people because you have a situation. That's fine,
right?
But when you start trying to force me, I start getting angry.
Yeah, and that's usually what causes some big issues. So, speaking of the COVID,
Adam W. Johnson over on Twitter.
Sure.
Why do you have on a mask? Are you hiding a tumor? It's not a tumor.
Oh,
there you go. He was
playing to the game.
He waited that one for a while.
Yeah, you were.
Big Bull Snark Jackhole also on Twitter. I got your virus right here. I've got a variant in the other one over here if you want to look at that too.
I got a onesie and a twosie. What do you want?
Oblivion Flickering. The greatest trick the Terminator ever played was to convince the world that he was not as stupid as he looks.
Get down!
Son of a bitch, I think he won.
Yeah, I think so. He's pretty good.
Not just say knee over on Twitter. I didn't realize the Terminator was Jewish. It's odd hearing him use the word schmuck.
Schmuck.
I thought that too.
Yeah.
I thought that. Well, you know what they say is Jews run like all the major corporations, including Hollywood.
Yeah.
All those big places and stuff like that. They have all that money and all that power.
Uh-huh.
So he's been working in movies forever. So maybe that's true. Maybe the
Right.
Jews have taken over Hollywood and he just picked up the lingo from working with them for so long.
That's probably it. That has to be it.
That's my thought on it.
Probably there. But
Also, living and flickering.
Yeah,
one
yeah.
more. Remember when Arnold said, if Trump doesn't think of that carbon dioxide is deadly, I'd like to make him suck an exhaust pipe for a few hours. Arnold has his carbons confused.
Just a few.
Yeah.
Just a few of the carbons.
Yeah. Well, he is Austrian. English is not his first language.
Right. Yeah,
Saying
that's true. That's true.
it's easy to get
And
mistook.
over on the Facebooks, Brian Kelly is letting us know that the Kool-Aid doesn't work unless everyone drinks it.
That's absolutely right.
Yeah, it's true. It's very, very true. So, in the same vein of stories, because there's 7,000 of them, and we might as well talk about some of them, this one kind of caught my eye.
A day in the life of an American with coronavirus.
That's right. No, this one caught my eye. Not that one. Not that one. So, a Swiss biologist was cited in a whole bunch of Chinese state-owned media outlets and about, the coronavirus leak and where it came from.
The origins and all that jazz.
Yeah. There was this guy, Wilson Edwards.
Wilson Edwards.
He's Swiss.
Wilson Edwards, though. I'm sorry, but wasn't that the name of the guy that used to hang over the fence on Home Improvement?
Wilson was definitely his first name.
I don't know. I've just...
Anyway, so Wilson Edwards, he's a Swiss biologist, apparently.
Okay, good for him.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
And China somehow got him to say stuff on the social medias.
They got him to say stuff?
Yeah, like they asked him for some comments and things like that, and they were posting it all over the Chinese media, and it got all over the social medias. And once it got on the social medias, big names picked it up. Like the Associated Press and the CNNs and the CBSs and the CNBCs.
Well, because, they're so closely tied with...
Yeah. They were picking it all up. And so they were going through, and this guy, he was talking about how the fact that, it was wrong,
I say.
for us to be accusing China of releasing the virus, and how it was there's absolutely no way that China could have released the virus, that it was obviously something that was completely natural and normal.
Natural and normal.
Completely natural and normal, and just
Didn't
going
come
through.
from China,
Was
though.
not a lab leak.
No.
Not a lab leak. It was definitely naturally made.
Even though there was a research lab in Wuhan.
Yeah, all the rest. Mm-hmm.
Was studying
Yep.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no, I completely buy it. Go ahead.
Yeah. So there was a twist to this story.
Uh-huh.
A little bit.
There's a twist?
Yeah, a little twist.
It's already?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's kind of a big twist, honestly.
it's kind of sudden, but
Yeah,
okay.
It's kind of a big twist.
What is
You
it?
want to guess it?
No.
You want to guess? You want to guess the twist?
The twist is that he was being played like a cheap fiddle.
Nope. Not that. Nope. Kind of, but not really. No. I gotta try again.
He wasn't a real guy. He was China the entire time.
Damn it, you got it. You got it!
I feel like we should have done it the from Scooby Doo. Now we're
I'd have
gonna,
gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you damn kid.
yeah, exactly. That's what I was just thinking. Mr. Wilson.
His name was Wilson Wilson.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Knights Who Say Knee. It was Wilson.
Yeah, so Wilson Edwards was literally a completely fake person. The reason why we found this out was because the Swiss government was like, wait, do we have a scientist in the coronavirus field? First off, they were like, do we have somebody in that field?
The Swiss are like, we don't even have biologists. What the hell?
What the hell is this?
We make chocolate and watches. We don't do anything with biology.
Well, they have anyway.
No, they don't.
But his field of study
There's like
was
one.
No, his field of study was supposedly the coronavirus.
Again, though, how can it be the coronavirus?
It's only been out for a year and a half. Anyway, I digress. So the Swiss government decides that they're going to investigate this guy and figure out who the hell he is and why he didn't say anything to the Swiss government about his findings. And then they found out that he wasn't real. He wasn't real at all. There's nobody.
Shocker.
There's nobody by the name of Wilson Edwards that's a Swiss citizen. And then they went and investigated, and they realized that China hadn't been in contact with anybody in Switzerland, and they went through the whole ordeal. China just made the whole damn thing up. And the funny thing is, it was repeated on Twitter and on Facebook and blown up across many social media platforms about this guy talking about, everything that was going on with China and that it was fake and blah, blah, blah. There are now so many people out there with actual fake news presented by China that got put into our media cycle because of stupid people who didn't actually investigate but are supposed to be media.
Yeah.
That now there is another version of the false narrative from China.
Well, but again, of course they're going to go through the Swiss because Swiss are neutral.
Right. That's why they chose them.
Yeah.
Because Swiss is neutral, and China was like, if I can make it look like a neutral person says that they can't blame us, everybody else is going to have to stop.
Yeah.
So the Chinese is now making people up.
Well, they make cities up.
That's true too. But they're making people up on social media just to make it look like they're not as bad as they are.
Just so we're clear, I believed them doing this kind of crap a long time ago.
Oh, yeah, they've been doing this
Most of the people that you talk to, deal with, and come into relation with online, and
especially on Twitter.
Yeah, are probably not who you think they are. I mean, seriously, this is 2021. Do you really
think they're not bots?
It's not even just that. Like, do you really think for a second that this, Wilson Edwards from Sweden? Or no, Switzerland.
Switzerland, yeah.
I get that every time I get that screwed up.
Yeah, Swiss.
Switzerland.
Yeah.
You think this is the first fake person that the Chinese have ever made up? Right. Just come on, man.
Sweatimus Prime over there on the Twitters at DOA Show. I'm sorry, sirs, but I think you mean West Taiwan.
Yes,
yes,
thank you.
Thank
West
you for the
Taiwan.
correction,
Thank
yes.
you, because I'm in
Right.
the mood to piss some people
Istanbul,
off.
Constantinople. I get it. Thank you.
Dun, 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 dun. Oblivion Flickering. China isn't satisfied with turning people into non-persons. They reverse the process. There you go.
Yep, it's there. That's all it is.
Fantastic.
Jeez,
What's on the
Louise.
Facebook real quick.
Oh, wow. What's on the Facebooks real quick?
Let's see.
Oh.
They can't be made up. Brian Kelly, they can't be made up. They voted in the election. They're not real.
They're not here.
Joe Atkins. Oh, it's just talking. I see Joe Atkins talking about his kid in CPS. Trust me,
Yeah.
we have
We understand.
CPS.
Issues.
We had them on there and everything like that. You got any questions? Send us the thing.
Yeah,
and,
we'll get you hooked up with them.
Yeah, and we'll get you set up with them because they can help you
Yeah.
out. I'm sure.
Operation Stop CPS.
That's it. You know, it helps to share the show.
Remember that stuff.
No, I'm talking to myself. Seriously, it helps.
Oh, yeah,
to
it
share
helps
the
you.
show.
It would help us to share the show.
I need to do it
you share the
because
show.
I'm doing it.
Yeah, you need to do it.
But it would behoove all of y'all if you
To
would,
share the show.
seeing as how I'm late in doing it. If
Yeah,
would
you
help
should also
me.
share the show.
Share-
Help Dylan share the show because
Not-
he screwed up.
Yeah, share it on your personal page, onto
On the Facebooks, on the
and that's what I'm saying,
Twitters.
in person, in Facebook. Share it to not just your friends on your page, but share it in all the groups you're part of too. Let's see if we can piss some people off.
Yeah.
I'm in the mood for that. I'm just in that mood tonight. I'm in what they call a feisty mood.
He is. He's in a very feisty mood.
I'm feisty.
I'm going to try and see if we can't calm him down with a good shot of Jameson here.
I know.
during the
I keep
commercial break.
smelling it, and it's like
I know it's wafting. Smells wafting up into our nose.
it is phantasmagoric.
But we have some more stories on the way. Actually, we got a ton of stories. Oh my God.
I know.
So many stories.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Anyway.
Sir,
Hold on.
wait 1 minute. Totes my goats. Totes
My goats.
Totes my goats.
Oh,
That was sweeter tonight for some reason.
that, my friend, is the good stuff.
It's really good. It's really good. It was sweeter to me.
I thought so too. Oh, seriously, Joe. Send us a message over on Facebook, and
Yeah, to our page.
We'll get
not
you-
not to Mojo 50, but to ours.
to ours Defenders Live Radio Show or DOAE Show, and send us
get
a
you hooked
message,
up.
and we'll get you put in with organization Operation Stop CPS.
Yeah. They might be able to help.
They
you,
might be
not.
able to help. They might not. We'll see. But there's the closest thing we got. So send us a message. And that's a message, not a massage.
Well, I mean, you said it the wrong way.
A massagey?
You put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable.
I know. We didn't start the fire. We didn't start the fire.
That got us blocked on YouTube yesterday.
I know. I'm going to argue it.
I don't even care.
I don't care either.
This is Defenders Live.
Oh, my goodness. This apparently is going to be
It's going to be a long first hour.
This is going to be a Corona night.
Well, at least the first hour is going to be kind of a corona thing.
My Corona.
Do 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 do.
There are just some songs from the 80s that you're like, really? That's the best you can do? Yeah, that needs to get moved.
Yep, over there. That's not another one, is it? No. Okay, good.
No, I think we got
All right, we got everything. We got
Like
everything.
three
We got
more
it?
stories.
We got everything? Okay.
three more stories.
3 more coronavirus stories, and then we're going to get rid of it all for the rest of the
Actually,
night. For the rest of the night.
you know what?
What?
Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm looking at this.
Do you want
kind
to
of
break it
list.
up a little bit?
No, dear God, no. I want to get Corona out of the damn way because
Okay,
I'm
you want
tired
to
of
hear?
it. I was thinking.
And do this one?
Or
you want this one?
Yeah, let's do that one and then put that. Yeah, first. We'll do that first. Yeah, just like that. Let's do it like that because I think it's going to make better sense that way.
All right, hold on. This thing is all weird.
I know it's weird. You have to look at it that way, and that's fine. So, achieving herd immunity with COVID vaccine when the highly infectious Delta variant is spreading is, quote, not a possibility.
This is
end
from
quote,
London.
a leading epidemiologist had said.
Yeah, from London.
From London, the UK's.
From London. That's for all you Louisiana folks.
London.
London.
Damn Frenchy French. Experts agree on several reasons why such a goal, where overall immunity in the population is reached and the spread of the virus is stopped, is not likely. Sir Andrew Pollard of the Oxford Vaccine Group told British lawmakers Tuesday that the COVID vaccine didn't stop the spread of the virus entirely, that vaccinated people still able to be infected transmit the virus. The idea of achieving herd immunity is quote-unquote mythical. Quote, I think we're in a situation here where the current variant where herd immunity is not a possibility because it still infects vaccinated individuals.
So I just talked about the
Do
fact.
we need to-
I mean, we just talked. Didn't we just say?
I
like,
don't
there's a
think
story-
Arnold read this.
I don't think he did either.
I don't think he read this.
Why not?
because it says very plainly right there that people who are vaccinated still get infected.
That's why he says everybody needs to wear a mask.
No, but it was also talking about vaccinations too.
Well, yeah, vaccinations don't mean anything.
No, because
They mean nothing because it's not a real vaccine.
I will argue, though, the flu shot is the same way.
Right.
It does the exact same thing, but we're not making a giant stink out of that.
Well,
We're not.
at least it's not an emergency or emergency use authorization.
No, and I got that. But what I'm saying, forget the semantics and whether it's been approved or not or no. Forget all that.
Okay.
Just for a second.
Okay, so you're saying like the flu,
The flu shot and the COVID vaccine shot are the same thing.
basically.
They do not prevent you from getting sick.
Nope. They
They
just
do not
mitigate a little bit.
They mitigate it. That's it. They might lessen your symptoms a tad. Some for more, or more for some people, less for others.
right.
Okay.
It doesn't mean that you're not going to get it. It doesn't stop you from getting
You
it.
might not. You might not. It might be enough to help kick it over.
You may be somebody that's close to being asymptomatic, and suddenly you take the shot, and it's like, oh, well, I didn't actually get any problems. All right.
Yeah, that is something you could be asymptomatic from, but we never talked about that because people have learned to live with it. The flu has been around forever.
Forever.
The fact of the matter is that for some stupid reason, they're treating this particular virus as literally the end of humanity.
But it's not.
It's not.
It's not.
And here's what's bad about this is the day that something tragic actually does happen, and not with this. Let's say there's another worse virus that actually does come along.
A bigger,
and
badder
it will
virus.
come on.
There
by
will
the
be
way.
one. Yeah. There's going to be pestilence, plague. That's going to happen.
People are not going to
people are
buy
bad.
it
No, they're going to hate it.
They're not going
They're
to
gonna
buy
look at it and be like,
anything-
oh, that's you. No, that's not even real.
because they were lied to from the beginning.
Yeah. From the top to the bottom.
From the window to the wall
Bottom and top, I stop.
till sweat drops down.
Anyway.
Anyway,
Yeah.
quote, continuing on, and that does mean that anyone who is still unvaccinated at some point will meet the virus. Now, did you notice that?
What?
The
Sorry,
sentence-
what?
The first part of the quote, if you go up just a tad, so I could
there's
read
a
up
little bit,
there.
Yeah.
He starts off, quote, I think we're in a situation here with this current variant where herd immunity is not a possibility because it still infects vaccinated individuals.
Okay.
Continuing, and it does mean that anyone who is still unvaccinated at that point will meet the virus. You just said, without ultimately skipping a beat, that people who are vaccinated are also getting infected.
Right. What they're saying is that it doesn't matter if you're vaccinated or not, is what he's
No,
saying.
and I got that.
think
This-
is-
but
I
that's
think is
why-
where he's going with this.
I got that. But that's why he went suddenly and changed lanes. He's like, this is how serious this is, folks, that even people with the vaccine are getting sick.
But that doesn't mean you shouldn't get the shot. What it really
That's
means
exactly
is that
what-
unvaccinated people are still going to get sick
It's
from it.
their fault. They're
They're gonna get it.
definitely going to get it. At
It's-
some point, they're going to meet it.
Did you catch that? It's those people.
Yeah. Quote.
Those people.
Continuing on, that might not be this month or next month. It might be next year. At some point, they will meet the virus, and we don't have anything that will stop that transmission.
You're right. Just like we don't have anything that'll stop the transmission of the flu
Or any
or
other
other common
virus.
cold. We don't have anything that stops the transmission
Pneumonia.
of these things. Okay.
I-
We don't even have to go here. Okay.
You
we don't,
sure?
We don't have to go to this part because it says, what is herd immunity? Okay. Herd immunity.
Is when everyone pretty much has when more people are able to fight it off
Then there are people that can't.
than there are people that can't.
And so more than likely,
That's it.
it dies out basically because it doesn't have anybody to infect.
That doesn't mean it doesn't infect people. Doesn't mean it still doesn't float around on the fringes
Why the hell
But
do
it
you think we
doesn't
still have, why do you
affect
think
and
we still have
bother.
polio?
because you can't get rid of it.
Right.
Smallpox and
You can't
everything
get rid
else.
of it. Right. Chicken pox. You can't get rid of it.
Mumps, and rubella, and all that jazz.
You have to take it. You can't get rid of it.
The disease is there. Yes, they've come up with allegedly have come up with a vaccine that keeps you from getting it,
Sure.
but
But you can't get rid of it for some reason.
it's still there.
For
People
some
still
reason,
carry it around. It's still
somehow.
something you could be asymptomatic on. You just may not know it because everyone else around you may.
It's like
be
literally
protected.
everybody is asymptomatic
For something.
For all of these viruses that you have to get the shot for. Everybody is asymptomatic. You want to know why? Because of the vaccine.
Yeah. Oh, good Lord.
But herd immunity doesn't have anything to do with getting a shot. You don't get herd immunity from getting a shot.
Uh-huh. See, here's where they admit, because there's been a lot of discussion about this, that what herd immunity actually is. With herd immunity, those who are vaccinated, whether through choice or because they can't be immunized at a given point, i.e. newborn babies, for example,
Okay.
are protected by the overall level of immunity present in the population. That doesn't mean, in that phrasing, are protected by the overall level of immunity. That means that their chances of getting it aren't that high. That doesn't mean they're immune from it.
Right. And also, I want to point something out. Getting this COVID vaccine does not give you the antibodies. It doesn't give you antibodies in your system. Did you catch that? Do you understand that? One of the reasons why the Delta variant, which isn't really a Delta variant, it's just the same damn thing.
Yep.
It's the same thing, okay? There is no Delta variant. There is no everything else. It's just the same virus. It's going through the next cycle. The reason why people are getting sick even after getting vaccinated is because the vaccination does not provide antibodies. It only provides mild assistance in making sure that your symptoms aren't going to be as bad.
Yeah, and not for nothing, if you watch any bit of TV and see any bit of medication commercials that come on, because all of those is the exact same thing, are drugs that are meant to lighten the symptoms.
Not fix the
Not
problem.
fix the problem. And when you read the side effects
of those things, that
all of them include death. Every
single one of them.
Single one of them.
In one way or
as
another.
a possibility of death from taking said medication.
Right.
Nobody's flying off the handle about that junk.
No, and they're all approved by the FDA.
I know, but what I'm saying is you have a litany of different
May cause heart attacks.
artificial insemination, all kinds of other anal leakage, all kinds of crazy things that you might get from taking something for whatever reason. But this is
aortic
the one.
palpitations, which is really awkward.
It just means you have a rapid heartbeat. I know, but it sounds fancier.
I know,
when you
right?
say
Doesn't it?
aortic
Yeah.
palpitation,
Right? Yeah. It's just rapid heartbeat.
Guys, don't be stupid. I guess this pretty much sums it up. Don't be dumb.
Don't be dumb.
Y'all are smarter than this. People, no matter whether you agree with what's going on or not, whether you side with the vaccine or not, whether you're on the fence. You can name one person. I'm not going to, but I can name one listener right now I know for a fact who's been struggling with and has valid reasons on both sides of the aisle to make the decision of whether or not to get it.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah. Doesn't do it.
Don't be dumb. Use your brain. If it works for you, cool, do it. That's fine. But you need to be privy to the situation and what the risks are. And at least, let me phrase that. At least go into it knowing that if you get this, you're not going to be guaranteed to be fine. Okay?
Yeah. Sweatimus Prime over there on the Twitters at DOA Show. If we do get rid of it, the government will just research it in a lab. Wait.
Yeah. See about that.
A little late there. A little late.
Just a tad.
Yeah.
Just a tad.
Continuing on, Democratic U.S. Representative Cindy Axon.
Can we call her Acne?
Sure. Cindy Acne of Iowa.
You know why I want to do that, right? Because whenever anybody says axe or ask,
It's axe.
they always do it as axe.
Not everybody, but yes, I
But
understand. There's a populace.
So I'm flipping it the other way back. So I'm sorry.
Acne.
It's acne.
It's Acne. Cindy Acne.
It's acne, but
Whatever. No. Axon. Moosin. Sorry.
the moosin are in the boxing with the Mises.
And the gooses.
The goosen.
The goosen.
Anyway,
Sorry.
we're gonna get hit. We're gonna hit by YouTube again. Only this time we're the one doing the bit.
Right. It's fine. I'm sorry. Sorry. Off the handle there.
Anyway,
Yeah. Democratic U.S. Representative Cindy Acne. I'm going with Acne.
Go with Acne.
We're going with Acne because it's easier to say. Of Iowa said that, quote, it's not even a reality. That
not?
illegal immigrants crossing the Mexican border are bringing the COVID-19 here, and
Wait, whoa.
then proceed to blame unvaccinated Americans for spreading the virus instead.
Hold on. No, start that one more. I'm sorry. This
Well, no, we're gonna
lady
go here.
with
We're gonna
a
go.
straight face on a news outlet said, no, only Americans have it? I don't know why my voice is so high and squeaky. Sorry.
Yeah, well, the program hosted by Congresswoman, noted to the Congresswoman that Customs and Border Protection has apprehended more than 176,000 migrants from July 1st to July 28th this year, and then asked Axon
Okay.
to take in regard that to illegal immigrants crossing the border with COVID-19 and possibly infecting the U.S. citizens. This was her reply. Okay.
Okay.
If people 1,300 miles away are infecting us with COVID, then we've got bigger problems than I thought.
Newsflash, Pumpkin, we've got bigger problems than you thought.
And they're not 1,300 miles away. They're in our backyard.
Well, but they're coming from 13 miles away.
Yeah, 1,300 miles away. Yeah, that's where they cross the border and they're already sick.
Yeah. I don't understand why
But
this.
once again, it's not really a big deal because it's fine.
What kind of a world do you live in, Pumpkin, that makes you honestly believe that only Americans are suffering from this, even though
Even though
it was known all over the world. The world ultimately shut down.
imperialism.
Oh no.
She's a
I guess it would have
socialist
to be
imperialist.
because you must be forgetting the fact that there are people
She is
who
Iowan.
living in 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 8th, 10th level,
circles of hell.
no, close countries
Yeah.
that don't maybe have it as good as we have.
Maybe.
I'm dumbing it down for her.
Okay.
Okay.
You're trying to lessen the blow.
I
here?
am.
Trying to soften it up a bit.
This is a news flash that the world is not flat. Everything there is actually land past the southern part of the Mexican border.
Oh wait, no, what?
And I know that people come from up there and you hear about tales of these people. They do live in very socialist, democratic type places.
Most of the time.
Very confined, very controlled, and then most of the time my ass. Like, look that junk up. All of them. It may be like one. All of South America is not a good not good from
It's not a good place to live. You can
No.
go visit, and that's
No.
fine. Literally.
I don't even think you go visit. Like, that's the thing.
So that's- okay.
People are convinced. There are a lot of people, I think, who are convinced that the world stops at the southern border of Mexico and runs along the equator around the world, and that's it. They forget about
Mexico is Central America.
I know that.
There's a South America.
I know that, but people forget that. Nobody thinks that there's Brazil and Honduras and El Salvador and Ecuador and Peru
No,
and all those.
that's all Mexico.
That's what I'm saying. They've lumped this into one giant thing. They forget that there's a whole different continent below the southern hemisphere.
Yeah.
And they think, oh no, the only one that's down there is Australia, and that's on the other side by China. There's people, I believe, who are so stupid that they are convinced that the world starts at the equator and goes to the top of the North Pole and comes back down. So it's like a dome. It's not quite a globe. It's a dome.
It's a half globe.
I don't know
It's
what
a D.
I don't know what you call
It's a big D.
It's a big D. I don't know what you actually call that. But that's what they're
A biodome.
The hueso.
All right.
Anyway, but I'm serious. There are people that think that.
Yeah.
They're at this point that there's no way that anything is below the equator.
I love that guy so much.
And it's just, they're all, and not for nothing, those nations are all impoverished. A lot. I'm not going to say all of them because I don't know for a fact every single one.
No, they are.
Full transparency.
No, they are. They are. You're good.
But I'm convinced
that
it's
claim
all
is
of them.
good. We're
Are we
the
good?
fact check.
Okay.
It's good.
Fine.
Fact check.
Thank you, Facebook. All of them are democratic socialists for sure. All of them are poor. They're barely feeding themselves. They don't
Despots.
Yeah, that's not the same thing as we have up here.
Right. And so I get it. You know, and that's one of the other things. Like, we know people that actually, like, their families are from Mexico.
Yeah.
We know, and I've had conversations with these people, and they're like, "Yeah, you don't want to go to Mexico. Like, you don't want to. If you ever get pulled over in Mexico, you better have money."
People don't want to go to Mexico.
Like-
People want to go to Cancun,
Right.
Tulum.
They want to go to the beach
Yeah.
in Mexico.
They don't want to go to Mexico. They want Cancun. They want Tijuana. Maybe Tijuana. I know a lot of guys in Southern California that want to go to Tijuana. But
I mean,
they're
just the beaches and the coast. That's all they want.
what's
They
the
want
other
coast.
one? There's Cancun.
It doesn't matter. All they want is the beach. They want the beach.
Yeah, they want the Mexican Gulf. The Gulf of Mexico, they want that.
That's
little
what they
central
want.
Side. They look at that's it. They don't want anything else. They don't want to go into the actual interior
of Mexico.
They don't want to go to Mexico City. They don't want to go to any of these
That
other
place
little
is
places.
a hell spawn. I mean, come
All
on.
of them are.
It looks cool now. They've gotten some cooler
still
stuff.
can't believe.
They've got some really cool architecture now. But no, it's
It's like
trash.
nobody wants to go to Cuba.
Yeah, well, duh.
It's the same reason.
Right.
Nobody wants to go to Cuba.
Because you will die there.
Nobody, again, people forget about Cuba until it comes up on the news because of something.
You forget
about
that it's even out there.
people swim over here, and then you're like, oh shit, there's Cuba.
That's right. Cuba's still there.
I forgot all about that.
That's yeah.
They kind of look at the map and go, well, there's Bermuda,
Bahama.
the Bahamas.
Come
there's-
on, pretty mama.
There's Jamaica. That's it. They forget Cuba's right there.
Ooh, I want to take it to
I know.
Kokomo.
We'll take it fast. Okay.
We'll take it. Anyway,
But that's the truth. There are people who forget that stuff. And the fact that this lady has the unmitigated gall to go, oh no, people coming from
1,300 miles away.
Now, let's just to paint the picture. These people allegedly are refugees. Okay? So they are leaving in a hurry, okay?
Leaving in a hurry?
With probably just the clothes on their backs. Assuming that they're legitimately refugees. They're leaving with just the clothes on their backs and they're moving out quickly. They're crossing 1,300 miles with minimal to no gear. Okay? Some of them walking, some of them not. They're going to be filthy. They're going to be nasty. They're going to be stanky. They're going to be covered in the funks.
And they're also going to
Guaranteed.
get sick.
Their immune system is going to start dropping because it's going to be trying to fight off everything else around them.
They're going to be thirsty. They're going to be hungry. All of these things are going to happen
Heat
to them.
stroke and all this
They're
other
going to get
stuff.
sick. I don't even want to imagine what those buses or what those caravans actually smell like.
And I feel bad for anybody who truly is coming from down there.
And trying to do this. Because for them, it was some of these people that are actually trying to do it and actually trying to reach freedom because they have no other way. I get you.
Yeah, I feel.
But at the same point in time, I'm sorry you can't come in that way.
Well, and not just even that. I'm not even going that part of it. Forget that for a moment. The fact that this lady turns around and goes, well, now these people, how dare you? They would never they wouldn't bring that into us. No, it's just you arrogant Americans here.
Then how is it that literally the buses filled with people that came from those areas, that came from those 1,300 mile away people that got bussed into Texas and Florida and
Alabama and Louisiana.
They had a rate of COVID expansion that was like 50%.
Alabama and Texas are
Alabama, Texas, and Florida
are per capita the highest right now as far as spike in cases, and it's because of the fact they're bringing these people in across the border.
And they're doing it specifically to make it look worse for those states. Mm-hmm. They're not doing it for any other reason than political gain.
Just saying.
It's just political gaming. That's all it is.
Anyway,
That's all it ever was. That's
this
all it
lady
ever
is
will
a
be.
jackass. And who is she again? What is her job?
Acne. She's representative, U.S. Democratic U.S.
For
representative.
Iowa.
For Iowa.
Iowa, get rid of this hooker. Like, seriously.
Cindy Acne.
Cindy Axne. Or
Ax who?
Axer, I don't even know her.
Oh.
Cindy Axne. Or Axen
Acne,
or whatever. I don't
Axne.
know. AXNE.
Axne.
I don't know if she's up this term or not. I think she is. Get her gone.
Moosin. Cindy Moosin.
She hangs around boxing. Seriously, get her the hell out.
Kind of near hacky sack.
Because these are the type of people that should not be running, or excuse me, who should not be in any form of
Representing you.
leadership and representing you.
They should not be
'Cause
representatives.
I don't believe for a second that whoever is in her district, that those people in Iowa think that exact same thing. That yes, that it is their fault that COVID is going around. Not any other factor, not any other human being on earth, not any other nation on earth. No, just Americans. And in her case, just her district in Iowa. I would be pissed right now.
yeah.
Like recall pissed.
Yeah. You know, like,
course,
pissed.
I'm at a point right now where I would just be happy to see the entire, government be kind of removed and new people put in.
Mm-hmm.
Emergency, elections and whatnot.
Right.
I like that idea. It would be absolute chaos and it probably wouldn't bode well for a while, but I love the idea. Rip the damn Band-Aid off. Let's go. Let's get this done and over with.
So finally, getting rid of all the COVID. Getting out of the COVID talk.
And finishing it up with the COVID.
Finishing up for the hour.
Uh-huh.
This hour with COVID.
This it's brought to you by the letter C and V
And D.
and D.
Anyway.
And by the number 19. I'm just saying, if you're going to do Sesame
do it
Street,
all.
we do
Finish
it all the way.
Finish it up. Yeah. Yeah. So the CDC decided that they were going to take some information that they didn't know that was true and just go ahead and post it as an infographic.
Shocker.
They had to step it back a little bit. The CDC.
You mean the CDC didn't do their own research before they pushed something up there?
Yeah.
They went through someone else.
They decided to post an infographic from the New York Times that claimed that the Delta variant of the COVID-19 is as transmissible as chickenpox.
But it's not.
It's nowhere close.
It's not.
Nowhere close.
Because if it was, then arguably everybody in the nation would have it.
See, chickenpox is one of the most contagious diseases that we have.
Mm-hmm.
It's not very bad. It's not very painful, and it doesn't really do anything to you other than make you itchy. And
itch is really bad. You get the sores, and then like if you're older,
it turns into like what's it called?
I can't remember what it can lead to, but it can be
Yeah,
it can be
turn
bad
out-
if you're an adult.
Yeah, as you get older, it turns out bad.
It can be. Yeah.
Anyway, it can turn out bad for you. But yeah, the chickenpox, really not that bad. You spend a week at home in oatmeal baths, and you're all right. But it's highly contagious. I mean, so contagious, in fact, that they held parties to get their kids sick with it so that they don't have to spread it around any other way.
I used to do that when I was a kid. My
Yeah, I was
mom,
doing that
the
too.
moment my mom found out somebody had chicken pox,
Go play with that kid.
play my ass. She's like, give him hugs. Give him a kiss before we leave. It's time to go. Here, eat after him. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
Like
Get
my
it-
mom was
Get it done.
put his underwear on. It was that bad. Not quite that
Not
bad.
that
I'm
bad.
kidding.
Not that bad.
But it was all but like make out with him bad.
Yeah.
Because she's trying to get to that point. And we wanted
But-
us to get him and get it done.
The whole thing with chickenpox is 90% 90% contagious.
Okay.
COVID-19, even the new variant, not real, is nowhere close. It's still at the roughly 1% contagion rate.
Wow. That's nice.
Isn't it though?
Isn't it
Isn't
great?
it great?
but, shut the entire world down and panic.
Right.
So there you go.
That's what we do.
While you're being panicky and freaking out, go to AmericanPrideRoasters.com.
Oh, AmericanPrideRoasters.com.
Historically great coffee, guaranteed to make you swallow every single time you put it into your mouth.
Ugh.
The world is going to hell, and you might as well have something to look forward to during your day.
Or when you wake up, AmericanPrideRoasters.com.
Or anytime.
Anytime, literally.
In your day is AmericanPrideRoasters.com.
Don't forget to go to mojo50.com.
That's mojo50.com.
Or go to iHeartRadio, hit the Mojo 50 radio banner. Make yourself knowledgeable and more impressionable and all the rest of it with opinions and talk radio 24/7.
Yep. Follow us on all those social medias at DOA Show. Get your comments, get your tweets in, get them read and everything. Here in the other hour, we'll be right back.
We're done with COVID. It's no more.
Well, we're not talking about it more tonight.
That's what I mean. Yeah, we're done with it. Yeah. That's what I mean. Oh. Yeah, I'm kind of tired.
But mine's heat and driving around.
I get my car back tomorrow.
What time are we going to do that?
Whenever.
Are you not working tomorrow?
Nope.
Oh, nice.
I told him I had to go deal with my car, which is
Nice.
true. It's true. I have to go deal with my car. So, and I can't take the van tomorrow anyway.
Why? Oh, she got that dry run.
Yeah, she's got stuff to do.
I got to pick the boys up at 4.
Okay. Well, I was thinking sometime in the morning.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. I got to pick them up at 4.
You know, we get coffee and junk and roll out.
I'll get kids and get something to eat and come back, do the show, and then I'll take them to my sister's.
That's fine.
We'll be over there for the rest of the weekend.
Yeah, you good. That's funny there, Peekaboo. What are you doing? What are you doing?
What exactly are you doing?
How can you do that?
Damn it, Anthony, don't you understand?
I loved you as a brother. I have the high ground, Anakin. Don't do it.
Luke, I am your father. Drinking alcoholic water.
I mean, that works. For some people, that works. Oh, goodness gracious. Cures Light. I don't do the... I've never been a Pilsner...
No, I do.
Beer sort
Like
of
if I
guy,
drink beer,
like-
like that's kind of if I go someplace and hey, give me a beer, that's what I go with. I'm a
Really
Coors-
just like a basic...
yeah, because I'm not looking for anything heavy. I don't need anything. No,
See-
Coors Light's my go-to.
Like I would drink a Pilsner like that or something like that when like working outside during the day.
But I know, and
Like
we've
in
had
the
this
summertime,
conversation.
yeah.
I
I
know.
mean that makes sense, but because it's you're getting calories and whatever else and some carbs and yada yada. There's no reason to have it at any other time. None whatsoever.
Yeah,
And it actually tastes good when it's ice cold.
well, yeah, that's
on a
what it always
hot
tastes good.
day.
But that's what I'm saying. And everybody's like, it's like water and all that. Well, duh. I don't know. I don't want to drink something that sits like a,
No, like a
oh,
Guinness Extra Dark. No, I can't. Oh, I can't.
You eat that shit with a spoon.
I can't do Guinness.
I can't do that, man. Yeah, see, Sean was going to turn around and make fun of it. Rocky Mountain Kool-Aid. It's one of those things. It's just simple. It's easier. It doesn't sit on my stomach, and I can.
But
drink
I
a lot
can't.
of them.
I like a stout.
I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I get up when I'm bleeding, ready, breathing. I'll never back down.
This is the collision of common sense and comedy. This is Defenders Live.
Thought I was 6 feet under.
Oh, second and final hour of the show.
Oh yeah, getting out of the
Brought to you by the letter C,
no, we're no
the
longer
letter
no.
V,
No,
the letter D.
that was the first hour.
the number 19.
That was the first hour. We're
Yes.
done.
Yeah, it is.
We're
I was
done
just
with
saying
that.
it was brought to you by.
The first hour was.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
This hour is brought to you by American Pride Roasters Coffee.
That's right.
Go to AmericanPrideRoasters.com.
Because it's amazing.
It's historically great coffee.
You will not be sorry.
No.
And if you are, you can always just send it to us. We'll drink all of it.
And just for those of you out there, well, I'm not a coffee drinker. They have tea. And they have chocolate.
What more can you ask for?
I can't think of anything.
I don't know either.
Anyway,
It doesn't make any sense to me.
AmericanPrideRoasters.com.
That's right. So a judge has sided with a third-party company that created a device to let restaurants fix their own broken machines.
Okay.
You seem confused.
I am a little bit confused
Okay.
because I come from the side of things. Like I've never understood it
Uh-huh.
in working for other places and things like that. Like why are we bringing someone else in to do something that is part of what I do? And I understand that technically fixing a machine may not be up my purview,
Not
but
really
if
part of your job, but
not
you know,
by description per se, no. But then again, it's
if
like
your job is to make it, if your job is to make something,
Yeah.
and the thing you need to make it isn't working,
yeah, I'm pretty sure I could figure it out, and I'm intricate enough with it, and under. That's the word I'm looking for here. I'm intimately acquainted with it enough to know.
jack of all trades.
Yes,
basically.
I could kind of guess on it. Now, I may not be able to do everything, but I can get a good guess on it. But they always like, no. We got to turn around and,
Every now and again.
Yeah, just do this and that, and we got to call these people and blah, blah. You just stand by.
All right, I'm just not going to do anything, and you just go ahead and stand
No,
by.
because that's what happened. My luck is everybody else just gets to stand around. I don't get to stand around. I'm
get to
always
do
the guy.
something else.
Hey, we could really use your help of sweeping the floors over here while you're waiting.
How about you call that guy? The guy that hasn't done anything all day? Yeah, that guy. Anyway, it's no secret that McDonald's always has an issue with their ice cream machines, right?
No, it's not.
It's a joke, an everlasting joke now that their ice cream machines are
a meme.
always down. It's a meme. They're always down. And they've earned a reputation for being broken more often than not.
Yeah. Okay.
Even the official McDonald's Twitter account has acknowledged that.
Okay.
by saying a joke once, we have a joke about our soft serve machine, but we're worried it won't work.
Wow.
Right.
Wow. That joke is almost as bad as the machine not working.
I know.
That's not good.
It's a dad joke from McDonald's.
That's a horrible.
Doesn't that make you feel old?
No, it's a horrible joke.
It's a dad joke from McDonald's. It makes sense to me. It makes a lot of sense to me. The digital ice cream machine in more than 13,000 McDonald's locations worldwide are manufactured by Taylor Company. And despite their alleged unreliability, they still cost $18,000 a piece.
I'm sorry. You said 18,000?
Yeah.
As in 3 zeros.
Yeah.
Wow.
According to Wired, part of the reason for the 5-figure price tag is because of their complexity. The machines can simultaneously make both soft serve and milkshakes, which is a crucial compatibility for busy McDonald's restaurants.
Or any McDonald's restaurant. You can't say busy.
Any McDonald's, you got to have both. Yeah. Anyway, but the Taylor Company's complicated machine also has, to be completely disassembled for cleaning every 2 weeks.
Okay.
Then painstakingly put back together, and when something goes wrong with them, then they have to call it and get serviced.
Okay.
by a Taylor certified technician only.
Okay.
It's like when your iPhone dies.
Or no, it's like when I've worked in I worked in a warehouse, and so we used to have the little like the lifts and things like that, the little forklifts and all that kind of stuff, special pneumatic, and we had to have set people come in, and only they could come in and fix it, and only they can come in and touch it,
Right.
And if it was at their leisure. When it was down, it was down. You were SOL until you could.
So you could get somebody in there. Yeah.
So they got in there and fixed it.
We'll see. There's a website called McBroken. McBroken. And McBroken tracks how many McDonald's ice cream machines are down, as well as some other things as well.
I'm a little, okay, just for a slight tangent, but it's a very small one.
Okay.
I'm really kind of worried when it comes to the McDonald's because everything is mix something. So me and the girlfriend, I met her at work and we went to McDonald's today for lunch.
Yeah, sure.
Because it's the only trusted thing in town. And she only had 30 minutes, so we couldn't drive to the next one.
Right.
But anyway, and she started almost pissed herself. She thought it was so funny because everybody's hiring, including
McDonald's.
the McDonald's.
Yeah.
And so it was, what is it, Mech interview or Mech job or
Yeah.
and whatever it was, that was the website. It was Mech whatever. Everything for them has become Mech, and it's
their thing.
I get it.
Yeah.
I think we may have beat that dead horse though.
It's once again dad
Just
joke.
a
It's
tad.
dad joke territory. Anyway,
I know, but I don't like it.
McBroken is the website, and it's been tracking how many McDonald's ice creams are currently broken. Now saying currently more than 11% of the machines in the entirety of the U.S. are currently out of service.
I think that's BS. I think there's more than that.
Yeah.
So
In 2019, a company called Kitech, or Kitch, K-Y.
no, I bet you that is enunciated as Kitech.
It probably is, but whatever. Released its own digital device that figured out what was wrong with the Taylor machines and allowed mixed staff
Son of a
to make their necessary repairs without having to call the Taylor technicians. Unsurprisingly, neither McDonald's nor Taylor were delighted about that, and according to Kitch, recently filed lawsuit, Taylor allegedly warned McDonald's franchisees that using Kitsch products to service their ice cream machines could cause serious human injury.
Okay.
According to Vice, Taylor's chief CEO or COO admitted that the company tried to get their hands on a Kitsch device of their own in order to evaluate and assess its potential technology-related impact on the soft-serve machine.
Yeah.
On July 30th, a California judge sided with Kitsch and issued a temporary restraining order against Taylor. And Taylor was given 24 hours to turn over any and all of the Kitsch solution devices that they've acquired. Defendant must not use, copy, disclose, or otherwise make available any way information, including the formula, pattern, compilation, program, device, method, technique, or process obtained by any of them, the court document said.
Okay.
Quote, "We are optimistic that the truth will prevail." That's Melissa Nelson from Kitsch. She's co-founder. Told the outlet that it's disgusting that such links were taken to steal our trade secret, destroy our business, and stand in the way of modernizing kitchens. But our case makes clear that it's past time to end shady business practices that create hundreds of millions of dollars of unnecessary repair fees for certified technicians. So,
Wendy's actually does all their stuff themselves.
yeah, Wendy's does everything.
So I'm just saying.
But yeah, this goes back to a long and sordid past with this Taylor company. This Taylor company's been with McDonald's since they made the ice cream, since the soft serve ice cream, basically.
I know, but Wendy's is better.
Yeah, I mean Frosty's so much better.
Frosty is better. And I'm gonna have just for a moment. I have almost caused people to get upset in the drive-thru, especially Go through Wendy's, tell them you want a Frosty, and they have the unmitigated gall to ask me if I want vanilla or chocolate.
I hate that. It is a Frosty.
Frosty is
Frosty
chocolate.
is chocolate,
Been chocolate.
and vanilla mixed together.
Or at the very least, chocolate. The soul vanilla is. I think we can at least agree
Is wrong.
Soul vanilla is wrong. Like
There's
don't
no such
stop
thing
it.
as vanilla Frosty.
Every Frosty I've ever had in my life since I was this big, chocolate. It always was. Vanilla is only a new thing.
Okay, so let's get this right because I want to make sure that we get this right and people understand. A Frosty is not chocolate. A Frosty is like you took soft serve ice cream and thought of chocolate.
Okay.
You thought of chocolate and then sneezed. And it's what, because it's actually the mix. It's the blend. It's like, you know, when you went to like the soft serve section of like a buffet and it had the vanilla and the chocolate and the swirl.
Okay. Yeah.
A Frosty is the swirl. Just blended up. That's exactly what
But
it
it
is.
still looks chocolate is my
It
point.
looks chocolate.
Okay,
yeah,
no, but that's what I'm
but
saying.
it's not really chocolate.
No, okay, and I get,
You know what I
that.
mean?
Okay, fine. I'll
Yeah.
meet you there.
Okay.
Like I don't know what it really is. It looks chocolate to me,
And it tastes
tastes
sort of
like
chocolate.
chocolatey.
Yeah.
So in my book, it's chocolate.
Right.
Like there, but it's not vanilla.
No.
that's for
it's not
damn
vanilla.
sure.
No, that's not vanilla.
And I'm
It has some vanilla kick in there, but no, it's not vanilla.
No, I don't even taste that. It's always chocolate. And I've told people in no uncertain terms, so help me God, if you try and feed me some vanilla thing, ice cream that you call a Frosty, I'll make you wear it. I've told them
smack you in the face.
Yeah, I don't play that game. It's
There's no such thing as a vanilla Frosty.
it's not. So there we go.
That's just putting that out there.
Yeah.
No such thing.
Nights you say Neo over Twitter, Frosty is better.
Yeah.
Or it's also just ocean ice cream mixed with whipped cream. You're welcome. Shh. I don't care.
Don't care.
It tastes better.
Yeah.
It tastes better. Like to me, the McDonald's ice cream or soft serve or whatever the
they
hell it's
are.
called
Yeah.
does not taste like ice cream. It's kind of like, have you ever
Because
had
it's actually not.
Have you ever had ice cream at Sonic? Like one of their milkshakes or parfaits or whatever. Have you ever tried that junk?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't taste like ice cream either.
The parfait?
No, not the parfait. I know it's not parfait. That's yogurt. I'm talking
Right.
about like the actual ice cream, milkshakes, things like that. Does not. It's
It's like it's got the frosty thing in there, but like it's got the small crystalline.
It's light
ice,
and
but-
oily at the same
Yeah,
time. It's,
yeah, it's
really
weird.
weird. I don't like Sonic's ice cream. I don't, and it's cheap and good. The only thing I like about Sonic is a Route 44 strawberry limeade.
You know what?
That is fan.
As far as Sonic is concerned, I don't go there for anything but breakfast. But breakfast only in the afternoon.
You mean lunch? You mean
No.
second breakfast?
No, I mean breakfast. But at like dinner time.
Breakfast food at dinner time.
Yeah, and they have the breakfast burrito, like it's the ultimate meat and cheese burrito combo.
B from the SAV. Chick-fil-A uses Taylor machines for ice cream, and we rarely ever had problems.
That's
Seems
because
like
they're
a
blessed.
people issue.
That's because they're blessed.
It is.
They're
it's
blessed.
Jesus chicken.
Jesus chicken. You can't fight that. Nobody can fight that.
So Miss Prime at DOA Show. Chocolate Frosty and fries equals manna from heaven. I'm not gonna lie. I think I've tried that. That was part of the thing.
Yeah.
I don't.
He's not a big fan. He
I'll
tried
eat them
it.
separately.
He's tried it. He doesn't get it.
I know, and I get it. I don't. It's not that.
It's not the same.
It's not manna from heaven level.
Yeah,
for me.
it's not
It's
the
not
same as
bad.
what you-
It's not great.
It's like
just
a salty,
it's okay.
sweet sort of thing.
Yeah,
but the fry takes away from the frosting.
I'm weird in the.
But you also when you did that, the fries were already cold.
I know. Okay, but we're not.
The fries were cold,
I know.
and that does change it.
I know. But I'm talking about also from the angle of like when I eat something,
Right.
it's because I want what I know that tastes like.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like I'm going to have ice cream. I want it for the sweet and the cold and the milk and all that jazz.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going for ice cream. I don't go to get ice cream to kind of go, I wonder if I can have some salt. You know what I mean? I don't have to for salt. And the same thing would apply for fries. I don't get fries and go, wow, these fries would taste better if I had sugar on them, you know, or dipped them in chocolate on a frosting. I don't do.
It's not what you think about.
Yeah,
When you
I
think
want
of fry,
the
you want
object.
fry.
Yeah, I think of that object and I want that object.
You're a
I
very
don't-
simple man, is what you're
I
saying.
am.
Very simple
I
man.
am.
You
And
don't need
people
to-
find it very complex. And that's the
you don't
fascinating
need to
part.
be combining things. You just need the simple, basic things. This and this and this and this.
Yeah, if
One
I
piece.
wanted, like now, if you produced me a food and said, hey, this is a neat little mix of sweet and
Salty.
and you present it to me as a new thing, and, you know, I know clearly it's not,
Right.
here, take this Frosty and dip these fries,
Yeah.
you know, then
Right.
I can go, oh, okay. And
Let
in my
me try
brain,
it.
yeah, I'll try it. And I'll be like, hey, if it's great, and I'll go, oh, we'll keep on going.
Yeah.
But-
But if it's not, then it's not.
If it's
just
not,
what it is.
then
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not doing that.
So, a former criminal justice professor
Okay.
was arrested on Saturday
Wow.
and accused of setting a series of fires in Northern California near the area where massive Dixie Fire continues to burn.
Oh, good.
Gary Stephen Maynard, 47 years old.
Okay.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I got
You
him.
got it. Look at you.
Please.
Was
Call me
charged
Mr.
with.
Miyagi.
It was really slow.
What are you trying to say?
Was willfully setting fires to any timber, any underbrush, and any grass upon the land owned by the U.S., from the affidavit stated. Maynard was first garnered the attention of authorities in the morning of July 20th, which is when the mountain biker first reported a fire in the western slopes of Mount Shasta, according to the papers.
Okay.
U.S. Forestry investigator Brian Murphy. Sorry, my voice decided to
Yeah, it
die out
did.
there. Yeah.
Thought you were going through puberty again.
I know, right? Responded to the reports of fire and encountered a man, later identified as Maynard, underneath a black Kia Soul.
How?
Which had its front wheels stuck in a ditch, and its undercarriage centered on a boulder.
You know, Kia Souls are not that big. I mean,
They're really not.
They're big, but they're not like it's.
They're
tall.
They're tall.
They're not long.
No, and they're very stout. They're like
Yeah.
short, and
It's like driving around in a refrigerator box.
it's like driving around in Steve Urkel's car. You know with the front door,
Yeah,
front open, yeah,
the front open.
yeah. Mhm. It's that. Now, don't get me wrong.
Okay.
I used to sell Kias, so I do know this one fact about them. They're perfect for people that are older. I know
Oh,
that
sure.
sounds weird.
Yeah.
It sounds weird, but they're perfect.
Yeah, because the door opens really wide. It's easy to get in and out of.
Not only does the door open super wide, but they're the perfect height for 98% of adults.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they're the perfect height
You literally
where you
just slide your
in,
butt in, yeah.
and you slide out,
Yeah.
and you're at the same height as the ground the entire time.
Yeah. There's no.
There's no down
climbing
and up
or down, yeah.
There's none of that. You just slide in. So they're perfect for older folks.
Yeah.
That being said, there's not much to them.
I don't know how this guy was underneath it, but go ahead.
All right.
Keep going.
Murphy introduced himself as an official of the Forest Service and requested the man's name, court paper said. This man did not come out from underneath the vehicle and did not identify himself, but instead stayed under the vehicle and mumbled some words that the investigator couldn't understand. Investigator Murphy advised the man that he would like to ask him a few questions. The man quit digging and stood up. Murphy began to ask him some questions about the nearby fire, and to which the man responded that he didn't know anything about the fires. I had no idea.
I don't know. I was driving my car, just hit this ditch, and now I'm all over a
I'm
boulder.
on a boulder, and
And
my tire's stuck, and
I'm just here.
Yeah,
I don't know. Fire? Where's a fire?
yeah. Well, Murphy noted that the guy seemed rather uncooperative and pretty agitated.
I can imagine.
I would be too. Yep. Mm-hmm. Investigator Murphy recognized the man's uncooperative and agitated behavior and felt that it was safest to distance himself from the man. There was another car parked about 100 feet away from the Kia. The occupant described in the court document as Witness 1 told Murphy that he had been there since the day before and interacted with Murphy.
Okay.
Witness 1 stated that he had briefly interacted with Maynard, but described concerns about the man's enraged behavior and said that at one point he pulled out a large knife and looked toward Witness 1 for unknown reasons.
Okay. So he's just a weird creeper.
Yeah, a lot of bipolar behaviors is basically what he said. The second fire ignited the next day on Mount Shasta.
Shasta.
Shasta. No, it's Shasta.
No, it's Shasta. And you said it as Shasta the first time.
Did I?
Yes, you did.
Are you okay?
That's the only reason I'm really correcting
All right,
you, because
that's
you
right.
said it one way.
As Shasta the first time. All right.
Yeah, you're-
Mount Shasta,
Pick
Shasta.
a lane and stay in it.
No, I'm not. No. If today taught me anything, no. And the investigator found tire tracks similar to those to Maynard's Kia near the area.
Okay.
Authorities investigated Maynard and discovered that someone called police in October 2020 to express concerns about the college professor who was working at Santa Clara University.
Okay.
The concerned citizen told the officers that Maynard had told her he was suffering from anxiety, depression, and split personality, and that he wanted to kill himself.
Okay.
This concerned citizen
Sad.
said that Maynard had moved out and was possibly living somewhere out in his vehicle.
Okay.
Just driving around. Authorities reportedly tracked Maynard through electronic benefits transfers, his EBT card.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yep.
Wait a minute.
He's a professor and he has an EBT card. Yes, I get you.
Yeah, that's exactly
yeah,
what I get it's California, but
He's a professor and he still has an EBT card.
wow.
Yeah.
All right. No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Whatever. Keep going. I can't.
Law enforcement tracked Maynard's movements for 100 miles, which included stops in areas where the ranch fire and Concord fire had started.
Wow. That's a kind of a bit.
Maynard was arrested, reportedly, Saturday inside an emergency closure area forced by the large Dixie fire that was burning up 780 square miles. Quote, he entered the evacuation zone and began setting fires behind the first responders fighting the Dixie fire.
Huh.
In addition to the danger of enlarging the Dixie fire and threatening more lives and property, this increases the danger of the first responders.
Okay.
Duh.
Yeah, that's
Duh. Anyway,
okay.
goes on to say, that he got caught, everything else, and court documents claim that he was screaming at police officers saying, I'm going to kill you, pigs! I told those that I didn't start any of those fires.
I didn't start the fire.
And it's over, but it's the world we turn. Yeah,
That would have been funny if he'd have broken the song.
I know, right? He faces up to 5 years in prison and $250,000 fine.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's what you kind of get for threatening to kill cops.
Yeah, well, you can't always get what you want.
But you always get what you need.
Right. If you try sometimes.
And that's just it.
Jerry.
Oblivion flickering
Yeah.
over on Twitter. He's a simple kind of man. He wants his French fries kind of bland.
Salty. He wants some salty.
I want him salty, actually.
He really likes the salt.
I want to feel my blood pressure go up for every fry I put in my mouth.
Yes, he wants his heart to just every time he takes a fry.
Yeah, exactly. If it doesn't skip, it's not enough salt on it.
That's right. Oh God, it's so bad.
Same thing when it comes to tortilla chips and salsa.
Oh,
Yeah. Like when I pick it up, I better tip it sideways and it goes and
sizzle.
excess salt had better fall off of there.
Right. Yeah. And not just from the fact that they freshly fried it, but also from the fact that there's 7,000 pounds of salt on it.
Yeah, exactly. The best ones has come from Chili's.
Oh, I don't know. I don't do the tortilla chips. Anyway, Jerry over there. When I'm at shops, I don't do tortilla chips. No, we're there.
You can get them for free.
Jerry on Facebook says the guy had rags and fuel in his car.
Wow. So it's pretty obvious that
Yeah.
that's just. I mean, but that's what happens when you're a professor in California.
Yeah.
Can't be very well in the head.
So, Jerry, it sounds like you actually live in the Californias. Sorry to hear that, dude. That you live in the Californias.
Yeah, I mean...
Also that this guy was trying to kill a bunch of people.
Yeah, no, that's not cool, for sure.
That's not good. We're not making light of that. We're making light of this guy because he's obviously crazy.
Yeah, he's...
The fact what he did, we're not making light of because that's terrible. But we do make light of the fact that he's crazy. He is nut bars.
Yeah,
He's Almond Joy. Because he feels like a nut.
Sometimes you feel like
No, he always does.
nut.
He's Almond Joy.
Well, but...
Normally, I don't feel like a nut. I like mounds. I'm a mounds guy.
Are you really?
I am, yeah.
Okay.
What?
I mean...
What?
I'm an almond joy. I like the almonds.
That explains a lot.
Daggone it.
What are you doing?
Something I should have done a couple weeks ago.
Oh, my God. Honestly, dude. Anyway. Really? Oh, goodness gracious.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. This is going to be a good story. I like this guy. You like this guy too, right?
Oh, yeah.
This is good.
Yeah.
Coming back. Hold your horses.
This is Defenders Live.
Oh. Iranian Christian.
Yep.
An
Dad.
immigrant father.
Yep.
Let's start it a different way because I realized as I threw it out there, it just did not sound as appropriate.
Iranian Christian. That doesn't sound good.
An Iranian immigrant father in Virginia told local school board members recently that if they insisted on passing transgender affirming pronoun rules, he would make them call his children king and queen and him master.
Well done, sir.
I'd picked
Well done.
I'd have picked ace
Ace.
because like a deck of cards. That's where I'm going with that. But that would
King,
have been
queen, ace, yeah.
yeah. I'm ace.
I'm
yeah.
a joker.
Yeah. The father issued the
You're a
remarks
smoker.
during an explosive speech before the Loudoun County Public School Board on Tuesday.
Oh, no.
Hey, Loudoun
Everything
County.
happens in Loudoun County
I
for
know.
some reason now.
'Cause isn't that where Richmond's at?
I think so.
It was the same meeting during which one of the teachers announced that she was quitting over the newly proposed transgender affirming rules. Good for her.
Oh, that was the one that we had the story about, but
And
didn't
we
get
never
to.
got
We
to.
never got to that
Yeah.
one. Sorry.
District would go on to pass the reforms, which allow transgender students to access school facilities and groups of their choice, and requires faculty and staff to address transgender students by their preferred names and pronouns.
Okay.
Reforms that, according to this father, have no place within America's educational system. Quote, I grew up in Iran as a Christian.
That's scary.
I know. God bless you. Welcome. At least you're here.
Welcome to America, sir.
Well,
Ish.
ish.
You chose the wrong place to live in America.
Well,
Sort of.
continue on. And when we went to school, as much as the government wanted to indoctrinate us, the teachers didn't allow it. They didn't try to shove propaganda down our throats like the Ayatollahs did. Now in the 21st century, we have the social justice warriors, so-called teachers, trying to shove their garbage ideology down our kids' throats.
That's true.
These are our children, not yours, he added defiantly. Their job is not to raise my child or my neighbor's child. Their job is to teach my kids math, science, biology, literature, and that's it.
But that sounds a lot like things that we've said in the past.
I know.
A lot like it.
You're not supposed to teach them ideology. Now you want to push garbage crap like pronouns. How the hell does that keep a kid from succeeding? How does that help them? You want to push that garbage down my kids' throats. I will make you call my kids king and queen. That's how you will address my son and daughter. And when you look at me, you will call me master, end quote.
Yes.
Of course, every time I keep hearing him say that, I keep thinking of Doctor Who.
Yeah, well.
And it should be, I'm the master.
You will call me the master.
The master.
Yeah.
I am the doctor. Okay.
The doctor and the master.
Loudoun County has served as the center stage of the ongoing nationwide debate regarding the implementation of transgender affirming policies in local schools. Earlier this year, the district was sued after it suspended a Christian physical ed teacher for speaking out against the proposals during a board meeting. The teacher, Tanner Cross, declared that in a speech that he would not, quote, lie, end quote, to his students and quote unquote, defile God by affirming that, quote, a biological boy can be a girl and vice versa.
Uh-huh.
The board was scheduled to vote on the rules Tuesday, but was forced to push back the vote due to an overwhelming number of community members who desired to weigh in during the public comment time.
So basically, everybody's like, yeah, stop this bull crap.
Yeah, nobody wants this, but
Except for you.
but they're going to push it anyway.
Because you're the only one that wants it.
That's incredible.
There are this is why local elections matter. This is why voting for your school board actually matters. Nobody thinks about that.
Nope.
Nobody wants to put any effort into voting for their people in the school board because they're like, oh, they must have kids and they're going to actually protect them and do all that because it makes sense. They're
or
kids.
worse, they're going to go from the other angle of, well, you know, they went to all of this school and all of this training. They know more than I do. They know something I don't know.
No, they don't.
No.
They know nothing.
Like this guy said, their job is to teach math, English, science, you know.
Reading, writing, arithmetic.
Writing,
That's it.
arithmetic. That's it. Sciences and everything else. That's it. Not ideology, not philosophy, not how to act, not raise them. That is your job as a parent.
Philosophy starts in the elections. You know,
Arguably, yeah.
your elective classes. That's your elective classes where you can start learning philosophy and all the rest of it. And that's not the teacher's job in these school systems right now. That's not their job to teach these things.
Yeah. It's not.
Especially as an actual reality. It's not their job to teach it as a reality.
But they want to, though. It's their reality.
No, it's not.
I can see
it's not.
But I completely agree with the situation. Again, and this goes back to all the other stuff we've tried arguing and pushing for and tried to explain and
Right.
blah, 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 blah. So you want to push this whole idea of gender affirming and using proper pronouns and blah, 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 blah. How does that help the kid succeed? Because here's the deal. You're going to get picked. Kids are going to pick on other kids regardless.
Uh-huh.
No matter what. You're not going to stop it. Okay? Kids are hateful, snotty, horrible creatures.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep. And they're going to pick on each other no matter
And they are cruel and heartless. Okay?
Yeah, especially to each other.
Especially to each other.
Especially in the preteen age.
You don't want that to happen. You don't want that to be an issue. Then maybe you as a parent need to handle your business.
Seems to be that needs to be what you need to be doing is whooping that butt.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah. James over there on the Facebooks. Mm-hmm. If I had to pick a pronoun, I'm choosing the N-word. And you have to say it. You can't just say N-word.
Ooh, I like that. That's fantastic.
Isn't it good?
I like that.
That's why I went ahead and I said it, because that's amazing.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Yep.
I like that.
But you present it just like that. So you don't ever actually say it.
Yeah, but you have to say it to me.
But you have to call me that. Mm-hmm. From now on, I want to hear everybody here call me that, is what you say. And you look at them and are you going to push pronouns? Okay, cool. Here's my pronoun. It's the N-word.
I'm not going to say it, but you have
I'm
to.
not going to say it because I don't have to say it, but you need to call me it
It's just so dumb.
because that's my pronoun,
We're
and you're going to respect it
focusing on the wrong things. We're paying attention to the wrong stuff. We're upholding the wrong stuff.
every time.
Because one,
We keep on chasing our tail with it.
if you haven't graduated high school, period,
You don't have the right to say anything about what you are.
you have no business trying to convince me or your parents or other teachers or anybody else. Well, I'm really not a man, a boy, and I'm a girl. I just him and hawing and doing whatever. Or I'm a lesbian, or I'm a gay guy. Nobody cares. This is not the time for you to be worrying about that. Doesn't mean that that's not who you are. Okay, that might play a small part, a minuscule part, but that's not what's important. That's not who you are. And that damn sure before graduation from high school is not what you need to be worrying about.
Nowhere close.
Should not be on your radar, on your it needs to be getting through to graduation and figuring out by the time graduation shows up as to what you want to do with your life. Do you want to go to college for an actual, degree in something that really
Might
does
actually be
require
helpful for
a
you.
college degree? Yeah. Or do you want to go into the workforce? Do you want to do the military? What do you want to do? That stuff is what needs to get figured out.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand. I were a teenager. I've been there.
The raging hormones are pretty crazy.
It's all there. But the fact of the matter is that you shouldn't be, as a parent, you should be trying to guide them into the important things right now and let them have that. Let the 18 years old, you're considered an adult, go be an adult. Discover yourself. Find yourself. I don't care at that point.
Doesn't matter.
But you kind of have bigger fish to fry. And the problem with it is a lot of these parents are not, and we've said it before, it's child abuse. When you push that on these kids, and they're kids, and as far as standards go, until they graduate at 18.
Okay, no, hold on.
Okay?
Stop. We're going to go with the new government standard.
There we are.
26. They're kids until the age of 26. New government standard.
What? No. If you're moved out of my house, you're on your own.
No.
You're moved out on your, because I'm not
Insurance standards dictates that they're dependents until the age of 26.
I don't give a damn about that. 18 years old, you're out of my house. Bye.
But
Off my stuff.
Oh yeah, no.
I don't care.
No, you're out.
No, I get that, and that's where I'm going with. I'm not doing that stuff.
We're
That's
out.
stupid. And so, with that being said, 18 years old. Then, if at that point you come to me later and go, "Dad, I'm gay," or "Dad, I'm transgender," or whatever. Okay, we'll have a conversation. Make sure
You're going to pay for it yourself.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You're always going to be my son. You're always going to be my son. What you do in the bedroom is on you.
It's okay.
I don't care, but I don't want you to be. And that's my thing. That's what everybody's problem with it comes to this stuff is. It's not that you're doing it. Yep. It's the fact that you expect some kind of special treatment for it.
Yeah. That
you're somehow better. You're different. Yes, you might be different. We're all different. But, I could go down a list of reasons why I think I should be special for something just as equally as stupid.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
You could pop your elbows without actually doing anything. You just do the whole and pop them.
Yeah, that's special.
That's special because I can't do that. Got the whole double joint on the elbow thing.
Yeah.
I don't have that.
Nobody can give me an arm bar. Why? Because they're double jointed.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Are we going to have like parades and shit for you now?
Yes.
See? But by today's standards, we should.
We should.
We're not.
Nope.
Because they don't think it's important enough.
Right.
So why
because
is
it's not
this
sexually related.
But why? Why is it sex that has
it's
to be
not related to anything that's peripheral.
That's true. I don't know. I just
nothing there.
At this point, like I said, as a parent, parents should be directing them towards the future, getting them out of the house. If they want to go and do what they want to do when they move out, then fine.
Sure.
You burn that bridge when you get there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But until that time comes, because that's how kids learn to prioritize things. Yeah.
But they don't learn priority anymore.
That's what I'm talking about.
There's no priority.
There's nothing as a priority.
They also don't learn how to control themselves at all.
Everything is in the here and now.
There is no control. There is no self-control. There is nothing going on there, and it leads to things. Now, have you ever had the road rage?
Oh, you're talking to me.
Yeah. You. Have you ever had the road rage?
Have you met me?
Yes.
I'm going to give you tell me, do you think I've ever had road rage?
All right, so that's a yes. Okay, so you've had the road rage.
There's a reason why I cautiously have a gun in my car when I drive.
It's very cautious. Very cautious. He doesn't wave it around. Anyway.
Allegedly.
I'm trying to help you out here.
I didn't say anything. Keep going.
Anyway.
Road rage, bad stuff.
Road rage,
Gotcha.
bad, not so good. And you see this more and more happening where people can't control their emotions anymore. They can't control what they do or how they, for some reason, they just don't have that switch in their mind that says, no, don't be stupid.
Well, it's because we're wound so tight. There's always something that's pushing on us somewhere.
And so when things like that happen, things like this happen.
Okay. Wow. Okay, cut off.
There and poof. Did you see that?
Wow.
Did you see
And
it?
he just gets back in the car and...
But did you see it?
No, I saw it.
Did you see what he threw?
No, I saw it.
I'm gonna go back.
It's a... if you're listening on the radio... 'cause
There and...
hold on. He gets... It's this... a recording from inside of a vehicle. And a gray Jeep Cherokee pulls up and cuts him off. Some guy without a shirt climbs out of the car and throws what appears to be a pickaxe or something straight at the windshield of the car where it lodges deep inside it.
No, and shatters.
Well, no, the windshield doesn't shatter. You're not going to
Watch.
shatter.
Boom.
Well, it's glass, dude. It's going to bust a little bit. But it didn't. See, like, that's still fine.
Oh, that's still, yeah.
And he stares out of there, apparently says something, he was,
This is
obviously a happy
this is
individual.
reality road rage.
And then he jumps the curb and goes back the opposite direction.
Oh no, the window did break. Look.
Well, yeah, I didn't say it didn't break. You saw the glass falling out there. Like there's a hole there.
Yeah,
clearly.
that's a hole, yeah.
And he just drives away.
Yeah.
And this poor person is now stuck
With the giant
driving
hole.
down the road with a pickaxe sticking out of the windshield. It's fantastic. I mean, it's not for the guy who
No, but
threw it.
holy crap.
Yeah. See, that's why I worry.
Holy crap.
I try to be very nice. I try not to have issues. I try not to, because I'm not going to lie to you. The fact that you get out of your car, you cut me off, you get out of your car,
there's a
and
still frame.
you have thrown something at my car. I get out and shoot you.
Yeah, I could see you doing
Because at that moment, I'm afraid for my life, and I will shoot you.
that. Yeah, I can see you doing that.
And I don't see where I would be in the wrong.
Well, at this point, you wouldn't be in the wrong because he threw something that would literally kill you.
Yeah. I would have.
Now, he may not have been trying to aim for you specifically.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
But it doesn't matter at that point.
I don't know what
he
else
let
you're doing.
loose on something that was dangerous and could kill you.
Yep.
And then you reacted in self-defense.
Driving.
That is a pickaxe.
Yeah.
That is indeed a pickaxe.
And he just throws it right in the broad daylight, right across the thing. I mean, and, he kind of, his throwing's a little wonky, but.
Well, yeah. He did this weird, half baseball throw.
Yeah, which is not what you do.
You don't do... Look. When you're throwing axes, you don't throw axes like that. That's not how you throw an axe.
No.
No way.
Sweat of his prime over Twitter had to, or silly Steve and Harry thinking laminate glass shatters.
Fractures.
Sweat of his prime also had to allow a shoot through the windshield like a boss. I would, actually.
Yeah, you would.
At that point, I wouldn't even
It's
leave
already
the
busted.
car. Wouldn't even leave the car. Drop his ass right there.
He'd shoot a hole, shoot through the hole, and then be done.
Just saying. Oblivion Flickering also on Twitter. I'm still waiting for Facebook to explain the difference between a hate crime and a thought crime.
Well,
Let me know what you find out about
a
that.
thought crime is when you see one of those girls shaking their butt and they're never actually going to do anything.
That's called a strip club.
Also a thought.
Going back to the teacher thing.
Yeah.
Oblivion Flickering. Teacher, my pronouns are
What? Are what?
F and U.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to think because I
They're what?
I know. I stalled on that. I was trying. For some reason, I was trying harder than I needed to get it out there.
Yeah.
An Illinois man has been sentenced to nearly 9 years in prison for setting a Minneapolis cell phone store on fire during the riots following the death of George Floyd.
Sorry, what?
Yeah. 9 years
9 years
for burning down a cell store.
Why is everybody starting fires? Literally?
I don't know. The man tipped off law enforcement by posting his crimes on Facebook.
Idiot. Idiot.
Matthew Lee Rupert, 29, was arrested in Chicago at 2:21 a.m. on May 31st, 2020, according to WBBM TV. He was arrested for violating Chicago's emergency curfew order that was implemented by Lord Her Majesty Lori Lightfoot,
The Crypt Keeper herself.
Beetlejuice herself, after the protest escalated into violent riots. Law enforcement scoured Rupert's social media and found incriminating evidence that he had posted himself. So he did it. It wasn't somebody else. It wasn't no, he did it. Yo, check this out.
Hey, look what I did. See, the funny thing is, they have a photo of him and he's smiling real big. Like he did something good.
Yeah, well, I can tell you what he didn't do good is visit his dentist on a regular basis.
That's definitely true.
Before he was arrested in early mornings of May 31st, 2020, Rupert posted multiple videos of Facebook of him in Chicago. Where he could be heard saying, let's start a riot. And I'm going to start doing some damage. Okay. On May 30th, 2020, Rupert posted Facebook indicating that he was traveling to Chicago to, quote, loot till 2:30 a.m., end quote.
Why would you do that?
Hey, well,
first off, why would you loot in Chicago? And secondly,
he was letting people, his friends and his family, know where he was at in case something happened.
Oh, okay. So he's just making sure people know.
Yeah, he was just, hey, just let me know.
I'm in Chicago.
Looting, calm down.
Looting and pillaging.
Yeah.
Being a Viking.
Just being aware of where am I.
Want to let you know.
In case you get worried, I'm fine.
I'm here.
Yeah. We're going on a raid. On May 29th of 2020, Rupert, who was from Galesburg, Illinois, broadcast a 2-hour Facebook Live video of him committing crimes in Minneapolis.
A 2-hour Facebook video of him just destroying crap.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Quote, Rupert announced that he came to riot and is depicted handing out artillery shell fireworks, encouraging violence against law enforcement officers, actively damaging property, breaking into buildings, and looting businesses, according to the Department of Justice.
All on a selfie stick.
This is going on my vlog, guys. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. Thanks for the likes and the shares.
Oh, hey, thanks for the $20 donation. Love you.
Rupert was purportedly caught on video saying, quote, they got SWAT trucks up there. I've got some bombs if some of you all want to throw them back, bomb them back. Here, I got some, light it and throw it, end quote. The video purportedly shows Rupert asking for lighter fluid before entering a boarded up Sprint wireless store in Minneapolis. He entered the back room of the store, knocked boxes into a pile on the ground, splashed them with lighter fluid, according to the Peel deal. Excuse me. Rupert then instructed a juvenile, which he brought with him from Galesburg, to light the pile of fire, according to the document. Rupert reportedly fled the building and yelled, I lit it on fire, which
he didn't. He
you're
told
a liar.
Somebody else to.
You got somebody else to do it.
And then you took the credit for it, which is fine.
Still. Rupert then allegedly went to loot a nearby Office Depot where he's seen on video surveillance.
Taking a whole bunch of items.
Taking stuff. Because, when you're...
It's no longer alleged when you can see video. It's not alleged.
Well, here's the thing.
Video evidence.
You're looting.
Yeah.
Of all the places in Chicago that you could loot... Office Depot?
He is white.
No, I don't care. I don't care if Office Depot's the only thing within, 6 blocks of you. 8 blocks, 10 blocks, miles, whatever.
You're going to find
somebody. Not looting at Office.
Find someplace better to loot.
I have been trying to get a hold of this fountain pen forever, and I did not want to pay the $120. I've got it now.
Oh, that's exactly the ink I needed.
My printer's going to be stocked for years.
I can't believe they had a sale on paper.
Screw you, you, Dunder Mifflin. Okay, never mind. No, I just said like an office. I got an office chair. Whee! Like I don't. There's. Don't get me wrong. I mean, you could find a
FedEx my ass. I got the boxes.
you can get a couple of like interesting. Look, I can work on my calligraphy now. What the hell, dude? Like, there's other things. You're gonna walk in and get like 2 or 3 things, and that's it. Like that you actually would want.
My mom's been wanting a printer. Can't afford one.
Screw this. This is a little tablet that's like a mini desk to help hold up her iPad when she's laying in bed watching TV. She can operate her iPad and it's not laying flat.
It's really nice.
I might get one for myself.
I think so.
It's so dumb. Chicago Sun-Times reported, quote, the resulting fire totaled the store. According to the feds, Liberty Mutual, who insured the property, has paid nearly $4 million to repair the building and replace lost rental income as of July. And Sprint lost hundreds of thousands of dollars in inventory, they said. End quote. Acting Minnesota U.S. Attorney W. Anders Folk.
Wow.
Said, quote, Matthew Rupert chose to drive more than 400 miles from his home in Illinois to Minnesota to engage in violence and destruction, while broadcasting it for the world to see.
Yep.
Peaceful protest was not his agenda. Arson, looting, property damage, and glorification of it will not be tolerated. Today, justice has caught up with Mr. Rupert as he must now account for his crimes. Actually, I think we needed more of the...
We needed the dun-dun.
Do
you have the dun-dun? I don't have the dun-dun.
I don't know if I still have it over here or not. I don't
think
see
you do.
it.
Yeah.
Dadgummit.
Dang it.
Dun-dun. And CSI, I think.
Yeah,
Anyway,
the Law and Order. We need the Law and Order sounder.
the Law and Order.
Anybody get the Law and Order? We need that.
It's too late now.
Yeah, it's fine. It's done.
We're
It's over with.
later.
It's fine. We'll get it later.
But yeah, so you're going to drive 400 miles. That's commitment.
That is.
That's
Commitment
a
to crime.
long drive.
That's a commitment to crime. And it's deeply.
So of his prime over Twitter IDOA show has devolved into this. Honestly, I'm still here for it. Hashtag army stuff.
It's deeply. It's deeply.
Still my stapler.
I mean,
I'm going to burn this place.
can't believe this. I haven't even been paid in the next last. You really just do this? I'm gonna be.
That is such a good movie.
So good. Office Space. I know. So good. I love that guy.
Believe me, flickering over on Twitter. Should you kill a guy for throwing an axe at your car? You first better interview him and determine his race and sexual identity.
He was a white guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was very light skinned. So unless
he comes out and says no,
but he did have a bun.
Man bun. That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, but you never know. So Wedimus Prime also on Twitter, better to plead ignorance than ask permission or something.
Something.
Like
Yeah,
that.
maybe.
Adam W. Johnson over on Twitter, what he meant was, I'm looting tonight. Send me your Christmas list now.
This is the last time I'm going to be able to see you guys for about 9 years.
But y'all are going to be set this year. Santa is in the house.
I am ready for this, son.
I'm thinking like you're in Chicago, like Office Depot, really?
Well, no, he's so we got that wrong. He's from Chicago. He went to Minneapolis,
Yeah, but still,
Minnesota.
I got that. But my point, it's still a major city. It's not like it's some little rinky-dink thing. It's
Right.
not like going from Raleigh to Henderson. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
or Oxford, or Wake
Right.
Forest, or some small thing like that.
Right.
You're not going to go in there and go, I'm going to take it. Well, I was going to say Home
Well-
Depot, but I would go in there because there's lumber's not cheap.
Lowe's.
Lowe's or Home. I like Home Depot better.
Yeah, but I can still, if you went and robbed a Lowe's, you wouldn't feel as bad
Why?
because they overprice everything.
Yeah, well, I know that, but
And lumber is crazy expensive.
that's
right
what I
now.
mean. So I wouldn't feel bad about that one per se. But that's like.
We're not.
No, I'm not.
We're not saying you should go rob.
I don't care what you do. You're your own person.
Yeah, you do you.
I'm not
You
your
do you.
boss, or I didn't dictate.
It's not a
anything.
good idea.
But that's like if you're, that's like turning around and everyone's looting and going crazy, and you go and loot a PetSmart. It doesn't make sense. Oh, look, I finally found a sweater for Mittens. Dude, really?
Is that where you're going for this?
I've been wanting this tarantula forever. Shut up. Just
Stop
shut
it.
up.
Stop.
Go to AmericanPrideRoasters.com. That is AmericanPrideRoasters.com for historically great coffee. Guaranteed to make you swallow every single time you put it into your mouth. The world is going to hell and falling apart, but the least you can just know that you have something fantastic in your cup.
There's always something you can enjoy when you have American Pride Roasters in your cup.
Yep. And like I said, if you're not a coffee drinker, they got tea and chocolates, all kinds of great stuff.
Go check 'em out.
AmericanPrideRoasters.com.
Mojo 50.
That's the place you go for historically great radio.
Yeah, that's true. Liberty, free speech, talk radio 24/7. If you go to the iHeartRadio app and you click on the Mojo 50 radio banner, you can listen to it 24/7. Free speech, talk right here on all the airwaves. Don't forget to go to our website, DOAE Show. It's DOAE Show out there. You can become a Defender with us. Give us a drop a line on the Dear Defenders page. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, go check out all of our merch and gear and everything else.
You can follow us on all social medias also, DOAEShow.com. We'll see y'all tomorrow.